from the crypt. Oh, hello, kiddies. You're just in time for your driving lesson. Today, we'll be learning about parallel parking and the right way to look behind when hacking up. But first, I thought we'd go over a few common hand signals. This, of course, means you're turning right. And this means you're turning left. And this means... slow down. It's time to watch Tales from the Crypt. Tonight's moving violation concerns a disc jockey who's so cutting edge, he may lose his chap. I call it in the groove.
Oh, baby, you are so hot. You're on fire, you're steam. I'm gonna take your shoe off. Is that okay? Can I do that?
Okay.
Only two kinds of girls wear red shoes, and you ain't no Spanish dancer. You know what you're doing to me. And now I think the stocking. Yeah. Baby, you've got the most beautiful legs, but I bet you hear that all the time, don't you?
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes. Yeah, right. Why don't you stand up? I want you out of that skirt, you nasty little girl. God, you look so good in that G-string.
I don't wear G-strings.
Okay. What kind of panties do you wear?
You know, regular ones.
Fine, whatever.
I don't think I want to do this anymore.
Fine. Maybe one of our listeners has a fantasy that's more to your liking. So, okay out there, Lancaster. The lovely Carla's waiting to hear from you. Let's go to the phones. Number here is 555-1234. What? What? Did somebody drop a bomb on you people? Hello, Lancaster? Are you out there? Come in. Or maybe you bumpkins just haven't figured out how to use a telephone yet. Screw all of you. This has been another fun-filled excursion on Gary's Drive Time Desires, the show that gets you up in the morning. All right, I'm out of here. Enough fun for today. Hank Bodine is up next. Hey, there's a good time. Thanks for nothing, sweetheart. That was even more boring than sex with my ex. Come on, let's go.
Does this mean it's over?
Yeah, it's over. Just get the hell out of here and don't listen to my radio show anymore.
I never listen to your radio show. Where's my $10, buddy?
What are you talking about? Get out of here before I call security.
Oh, hey, listen, you're the one that asked me to be...
What? Get out of here, you big old
yeah, you are such a geek.
woman.
You're a
Halloween
geek.
special.
You know what? I'm gonna get my 10
Don't come back. Jesus, do you believe that chick?
Security. Like you need it.
Up yours, pal. What'd you get last quarter?
30 share. What'd you get, mama's boy?
Not a 30 share. Oh, not even a .30 share.
I want him fired.
Oh, you're the one I wish I could fire.
What's going on?
I just got off the phone with the only sponsor you had left.
Hendricks Auto Body walked.
Hendricks Auto Body ran. I'm moving Hank to drive time, shifting you to graveyard.
What? You can't shift me to graveyard.
Hey, listen, every second you're on the air, this station loses money. And if your ratings don't improve in your first week, I am cutting you down to half an hour.
You don't have the authority to do that.
It's all in the will.
No. Mom left us the station 50-50. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Read the fine print. I make the corporate decisions, not you. You think Mom was stupid? God. Show some respect. By the way, you won't be alone in your new time slot. I've decided to partner you with someone.
What?
She's a fan of yours, if you can believe that. Been bugging me for months.
I don't want a partner.
It's not a question of want. Gary, this is Valerie Cordoza. Valerie, meet Gary Grover.
It's a pleasure to finally meet you. I have been a fan of yours since your Pittsburgh days. I went to college there.
I'm warning you, don't do this.
Gary, your material sucks. I think you should listen to some of Miss Cordoza's ideas.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could help, Gary. I think what you're doing is great. The problem is the audience hasn't figured you out yet. All you need is more time and maybe a little help with some... Just give me a try. If it doesn't work, I'll walk away.
Walk away now.
I'm not your enemy, Gary. I'm not your sister.
So, for that really big, huge, monstrous-sized headache, use new noggin relief. You won't feel a thing. Really.
This is KWMG Lancaster.
Welcome to Grover's Graveyard, the show that gets you up from 6 feet under.
Oh, baby. You are so hot. I'm gonna take your shoe off now. Is that okay? Can I do that? Yeah. Now I think the stocking. Yes, baby, you have the most beautiful legs I've ever seen, but I bet you hear that a lot, don't you?
Gary,
Yeah?
you don't have to take my other stocking off because it's already off.
What are you?
In fact, all I have on is this white silk see-through dress. Can't you see the shape of my body through it? I don't like underwear, Gary. I find it too constricting. I like to feel the nice, soft breeze hum all over every part of me. Let me take my dress off so you can look at me. Do you like what you see?
Oh, yeah.
Let me feel what I do to you, Gary.
Oh, my. Did I do that?
What are you?
Oh, Gary, you animal. You're in the studio.
I've never even done it like this before. Oh, Gary. I just can't resist you. Oh, take me, Gary. Fast.
I'll take your calls right after this message.
Yes, I can take it. Give me everything you've got.
How was that?
Honey, I'm back. Yes! Did you? You know?
No. Did you?
No. That's right, Lancaster. It's Bizarre Sex Act Thursday. I don't know about you, but things here in the studio are getting a little fluffy, if you know what I'm saying. Now, I want to hear the weirdest, the strangest, the most unquestionably perverse things that you've ever done. And I want to hear it now. I want it hot. I want it nasty. Deal with it. Deal with it. Oh, and Mom, if you're listening, I don't want to know about it. Let's go to the phone, shall we? You're on the air. Shock me.
Hi, Gary.
Hi, baby. What do you got for me? What's the most bizarre act you've ever done?
Well, I'm doing it right now while I'm listening to you. Oh, it's so
Oh,
good.
you're kidding. Well, I guess that would make you a nasty little monkey woman, wouldn't it?
I guess so.
Yeah, it sure would. What do you think I ought to do about that?
I don't know. I could come down to your studio and you could spank me if you want.
Is that right?
I live right nearby. I could be there in just a few
Mom,
minutes.
I told you never to call me here. I'm Gary Grover, and we will continue. I'll be right back.
He says,
Sounds familiar.
Guess you won't be cutting my time after all, huh?
It's only been a week. Don't flatter yourself.
Well, I want you to have a wonderful night in that nice little house of yours all by yourself. Hey, why don't you listen to the show? It's the most exciting thing that'll ever creep into your bedroom.
Capture your heart. For 27 years.
Damn! Somebody please hose me off.
Giving them food and shelter until when
You're feeling it too, aren't you? The chemistry, the heat.
for any adoptions.
Listen, this isn't really the...
So
God, I love having you in my head.
God, I love being there.
Dog or little pussycat is staring you straight in the face. You just won't be able to say no.
Hi, neighbors. Dr. Hiller the Driller here from the Lancaster Dental Office. When's the last time you opened your mouth up nice and wide and had somebody give you their professional opinion? At the dental office, the inside of your mouth is very important to us. We take pride.
And as far as I'm concerned...
So Larry from Lancaster, let me get this straight. You tell me you have a problem with the fact that you came home and caught your wife in bed with another woman. Is that what you told me? Is that what you said to me, Larry?
I got a big problem with that. I figured if she's gonna have an affair, why couldn't it be normal? You know, like with another man.
Pal.
What?
If you catch colon cancer, that's a problem.
Well, yeah, but...
Your dog dies, it's your best friend. That's a problem.
Yeah?
You catch your wife in bed with another woman, not a problem.
Well, we just...
You know how many losers from Lancaster would die to be in your shoes, Larry? Do you?
Oh, heck, my friends, they
You out of your mind? Why didn't you jump in? Grab the moment, jump in there. You know what? You don't even deserve to jump in. Here's what you do. Send him down to me. That's right, baby. Send him to me. Me and Val will tighten him up. We know what to do with nasty little girls like that, don't we, Val?
Oh, now, come on. You tried
You're a loser, Larry. You always were a loser. Get off my radio station. So, Insomniacs, it ends another evening of the sexiest show you will ever see on the radio. Those of you just going off to work, suffer. That was great. What's the matter?
That was definitely cool.
Thanks a lot.
I was talking to the chick.
Don't get too comfy in that drive time slot, buddy. Val! Val, will you wait a minute? What's the matter? What did you run out of there?
It's the show.
What is wrong with the show? The show's great. Next rating book that comes out, we're gonna be ready to expand the entire station group. What's the problem?
Not if we keep doing what we're doing.
What are you talking about?
All we ever talk about is sex.
Yeah, so? What's the problem with that? That's what our audience wants to hear.
No, that's all we give them. We're better than that.
No. You see, they want to forget about their pathetic, impotent lives. It's called escapism, entertainment. What's the matter?
Do you trust me?
Why don't you take me home and find out? Oh, Jesus. Val! Am I gonna see you later?
Haven't gotten any action lately.
Okay, so we'll start off with the Unfaithfully Yours sketch. I ought to get some juicy confessions on that one. About 2:30, I think we'll go to Fantastic Fetishes. Okay. Let's say we did talk about something else. What, for instance, might that be?
You have a lot of strong opinions, Gary. Why don't you say what you feel for a change?
About what? Hey, Lancaster, it's Gary Grover. How y'all doing? Tonight, I thought that, I have something for you that's gonna be a little different. I don't know about you, but I've got a headache, so I thought that we might talk about... Come on. Anger. Let's talk about anger for a minute. Anger's a good thing. Not that it's, you know, good to be angry at someone, but it's... But sometimes there are things in our lives that we are legitimately angry about, and if you don't let that anger out, you... Let's talk about authority figures, shall we? I just can't stand anyone in this world who has authority over me and abuses it. You give some loser, a uniform or a suit, And all of a sudden, they think they are God, making our lives miserable. Why? Because they can. Have I ever told you people about my mother? My mother owned a lot of radio stations in her day. Not that I was ever employed in any of them, because she didn't want to spoil us. And when she died, what do you think this loving, nurturing woman left me in her will? Chicago station? No. Her Minneapolis station? No. All she left me was half of her Lancaster station. Half. And do you know why she did this? Because after holding me back my entire life, she wanted to keep me under her thumb from beyond the grave as well. Have you ever heard anything more sick? Anything more perverse? Despite all her success, my mother was just a greedy, hateful, wretched, all shriveled up bitch. I hope you're in hell, Mother, because that's what you made my life. I'll be back right after these words.
Are you
Do you realize what you just did?
Hopeless.
That was unbelievable. That was better than sex.
I am hereby giving you notice. Tomorrow is your last show.
Randomly kill everybody.
You can't do that, remember? Christ, will you look at those phone lines?
Oh, Mother's will was very, very specific. No one is to defame her on the air, ever.
I'm the hottest thing you got, baby. You couldn't get rid of me even if you wanted to.
Oh, you're finished.
All right, you want to get rid of me? Fine. I don't need this place. I can get a job at another station like that.
Oh, I'm not firing you. I'm just taking you off the air and holding onto your contract.
And never came to see us at the
No one else is going to be able to touch you
if you're
for years.
Killing anybody, even if it's just a member of your own family or yourself.
You can't do that to me! I won't let you do that to me!
I'm sorry, this whole thing is
Not
my
your fault. Listen, she lives for vengeance. Do you know what I mean? Ever since we were kids, I mean, she would take the prize in the box of cereal or eat all the little tasty treats.
But if
listen to me. What happened last night was great radio. You heard the callers. We are on to something, and I'm not gonna let my sister stop us.
She's got us. What are we gonna do? Kill her? That was a rhetorical question.
Give me your hands. I'm gonna put something in your head for a change. We won't get caught. We'll kill her while we're on the air.
What?
She's doing this to both of us, fellas. Just hear me out. We'll pre-tape a segment, say 20 minutes worth, and around 1:30 we'll start rolling it. You'll drive me to Rita's house. I know her house. I'll go in a window and make it look like a burglary. I'll go to her bedroom. And while she's asleep, I'll kill that little rat bitch. What do you say, partner? For us.
Let's do it.
Because planning so many meals a week and trying to keep my family satisfied can be hard work.
Mrs. Anderson discovered the newly opened Kitchen Cove in downtown Lancaster.
It's great because they have all sorts of things on the menu and everybody can find things that they like. Well, even my son, he's a tough one. He usually doesn't like anything.
The Kitchen Cove at 609 Main Street.
It's 128 Lancaster, and we are back in Grover's graveyard. I thought tonight we might stroll down a different path than last night, just lighten up a bit. What do you say? Let's talk about the crazy things we have done for love.
Hey, be careful.
Thanks for helping me break in my new on-air talent.
Rita?
I wasn't too sure about this self-defense thing, but Val's plan has worked perfectly right from the beginning.
Please.
Hey, if it's any consolation, I think you finally found an audience. You might have been pretty good after all.
Don't do this. I'm your brother, for God's sake.
An accident of birth. Give my love to Mom.
See, the problem was, I was nuts about her. And I was totally blinded from seeing what a fool I was. I'll tell you, it's amazing sometimes what you'll do to close a deal.
Folks, this is Valerie. And something awful has happened. I just popped out for a sandwich. And when I got back, Gary wasn't here. But he left this tape playing. I've just been notified by the police that Gary is dead. He's been killed. It's just... I know that this is hard for me. And I'm sure it's hard for all of us. But at least we have each other. And the phone lines are open. Hi, this is Val.
My gosh, Val, this is such a terrible thing. I mean, all I can say is I'm just so glad we have you to talk to tonight. And I feel I can speak on behalf of everyone here. People are going to be talking, let me tell you. We all love the show so much in this day.
Poor Gary. Talk about being #1 with a bullet. Looks like he'll be the morning man after all. As for me, kiddies, I guess I better start practicing what I preach. I got caught going a little faster than the speed limit, but the officer decided to let me off with a warning. See? It pays to know the ghouls of the road.